Your path reveals itself every time you get a twinge in your heart, a feeling of resonance, an interest, a passion, an explosion of emotion. Brianna Wiest. For a time in my life, I had no real direction. I worked an 8-hour day at a job a friend recommended me for, but it wasn't a career. I was in charge of returning computer parts and tracking packages of equipment for my boss's biggest customer, a nationwide company. My contact for this company was a person who would call me all day to track down orders. They were not satisfied with my "it will be delivered today." No, they wanted to know the time of delivery. It was a pretty stressful job and one I didn't see as long-term, but what to do instead? At this time, my spiritual path was more religious. God was something outside of me, something I had to reach for, be good enough for. I must admit, I didn't feel very connected to these ideas. I kept getting stuck at, if God is all-knowing and loves us and created us in His image, why do horrific things happen to children? Why do some live in poverty and others not? Why do children go to school with marks on their legs? Why are communities without drinking water? I'm not really good at that because of sin thing. Why do humans have free will if we could be damned to hell for our choices? When I was in my late 20s, I moved into an apartment. The neighbor on one side was on vacation, so I didn't get to meet her for several weeks. One day, I was outside while the kids rode bikes. A small group of people were walking toward her apartment. I felt a peace and tranquility flow from the group. A woman dressed head to toe in flowing scarves and wrapped fabric came even with me. There it was, an interest. Why do I feel her peace? We lived next door for a few years, and we had many long talks. It was a step in a different direction, a twinge in my heart. It was here I began to sense my own intuition and began reading suggested books to explore the unseen. The next years, as my personal life went up and down, I kept returning to the God question. I began to use new words: creator, source, all that is. I came to understand that just as Honda, Nissan, and Toyota are all cars, Creator, Jehovah, Allah, Shiva are all God. This step brought me to look for God within myself. Once I began looking inside myself, it became much easier to catch a twinge in my heart, to notice a feeling of resonance when I found a new interest, a passion, an explosion of emotion. I learned to follow the spiritual breadcrumbs down a path that I know leads somewhere. And I am mostly courageous moving along without a destination. Along the path are pleasant surprises left: a trickling creek, a growth of beautiful wildflowers. Sometimes there's even a new path that forks off the path I am on. I know now that I am part of Source. I've experienced synchronicities that used to astound me and are now joyfully welcomed into this co-created life of mine. Have you started this exploration? Can you start it now? If you enjoy this content, please like, share, and subscribe so others have the opportunity to find us.